Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers podcast, episode 203. Cooper's an idiot. Welcome to the show.
Oh god.
Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Uh, I know we've kind of already been talking for like half an hour, hell, but
Yeah, it's nice.
doing all right. Ready? We're winding up for Thanksgiving week. So ready for that holiday.
Yeah. Oh
Um, Auburn is cooking in basketball. We're number 4 right now. It's so nice to be happy about a team that you care about. Thank God. And now we don't play a game for a week. We play next Monday, and we play number 7 in the country. So we'll see how we can stack up. We did already beat the previous number 4 in the country. So now we'll see. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. My Sims Cozy Bundle is out now. No, we don't have it on the sheet, but I'm thinking about it because I bought a eShop card with company reward point stuff, and I'm waiting. I'm incessantly checking my email, even though I know for sure it will not come until tomorrow. With a gift card so that I can buy that game. And
my reward money came in instantly, but we left, so I didn't get to use it. But I'm gonna use it on the new Buzz Lightyear pen that they released today. So
nice.
yeah,
I can't when I buy like a gift card through this thing for work, if I buy it early in the day, like early enough, I might get it that day. But if I buy it in the afternoon, I for sure don't get it till the next day. The processing is so slow, which sucks because I totally forgot that My Sims Cozy Bundle was coming out today. There's like been no advertising for it at all.
Right? They advertised it in like that one direct, and then
they announced it, and then that was it.
Is My Sims part of like the Sims universe?
Sort of, kind of.
Technically, yes. No self-respecting Sims fan would tell you that, but technically, yes.
Interesting.
Also, the My Sims games are not that good, but if you played them as a kid, they're fun. Like that's the only reason I'm getting this is because I have a nostalgia attachment.
Chelsea wants that as well. So, My Sims Cozy Bundle.
I like cozy games, even though there's no cozy theme. The games aren't based around being cozy. I mean, it is cute and cozy, I guess, but it is funny that they called it Cozy Bundle, and there's like nothing about those games that's like objectively just cozy.
No, he's saying it's not cozy.
It is cozy.
I'm not arguing with her. I don't know. It just feels like out of left field.
Cozy, because that means that we can sell it.
Yeah.
We had to come up with a name.
It's got to have an attribute.
Mm-hmm. Cozy is an attribute.
Half-Life 2 was... Oh, yeah. It was free on Steam for a little bit because it was the 20th anniversary. They made a documentary about the game. They are no longer free. I hope you got them when they were free. But literally, I think Half-Life 2 is like $1 right now, so not a big impact. From Gabe Newell, my personal failure was being stumped. Quoted when finishing Half-Life 2 Episode 3, just to conclude the story would have been copping out of Valve's obligation to gamers.
But not doing it at all is not?
Well, see, this is the interesting thing. It's not that he's not doing it. It's just that he's
him and the guy wanted to do like unique things, and then it ballooned, and then they didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can spin it any way you want, I guess. They didn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Like, and isn't the like Half-Life 2 ends on a cliffhanger.
Which is what episode 3 is supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, so your obligation is to tell us what fucking happened.
No.
How about that obligation? How about I just want to know?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no.
I'm not mad, Gabe. I'm just disappointed. I'd never be mad at you. Microsoft has confirmed its plans to release an Xbox handheld, but it's years away. And in the meantime, they've started spamming ads everywhere saying everything is an Xbox.
Oh, it's so funny.
This
though,
is an
that they're
Xbox.
Oh, you've seen them? I post them.
Yeah, it's like a laptop, a Switch, a Steam Deck, a phone, a Xbox.
You claim everything's an Xbox, then obviously it's an Xbox.
If everything
know
is
what
an
to tell you.
Xbox, then nothing is an Xbox.
I don't know what to
True.
tell you, Nintendo and Microsoft. This isn't a Switch, and this isn't a PS5. They're both Xboxes.
Very true. Very true.
I think employees at Microsoft are on Galaxy Gas. That's
Oh, yeah,
the only
100%.
logical explanation here. Phil Spencer looks like he does Galaxy Gas.
Crazy.
Microsoft's gaming chief is still looking for acquisitions
Spencer.
and sees future growth. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about. Is it just Phil Spencer?
It is Phil Spencer.
Does he see future growth?
He sees future acquisitions.
Yeah, I guess they will physically get bigger.
It's not so much he sees future growth, it's he sees things to buy.
True.
Don't forget, his dream is to buy Nintendo.
I think his dream is to own everything like the rest of Xbox. Or like the rest of Microsoft.
It's not on their own platform. Can I have some of the drug you're on? Is that how you got into the top of Microsoft's game? Y'all share some special drug?
Yes.
Like a cult.
Let's see. SAG-AFTRA announces new agreement for video game localization. So the strikes are ending?
No. This is just if a company does agree to work within the guidelines, though, they can work. Then their employees can work with that company instead of it having to be like the whole industry needs to agree or whatever it was. I think that's what I read it is, but this was a couple days ago. 100% sure.
It seems like it's always kind of hard to nail down exactly what's going on at any given moment until it's like just done.
Done. Yeah.
Let's see. Disney said to be considering a surprising replacement for Bob Iger. EA CEO Andrew Wilson is going to become the CEO of Disney.
He's one of the ones they're looking at.
Interesting.
I mean, if that's
as
what
much
the
as
board
things
is,
change, as much as they stay the same.
if that's
Nobody
what the board
wants-
thinks will get them more money, that's what they're gonna do for sure.
Nobody wants Mr.
Yeah, they want big number go bigger.
What is his
Except for the
name?
fact that it's not going bigger because they keep trying to price everyone out.
Why are you using logic to disappoint Disney?
I already disappointed Disney.
Yeah, why speak your puny words with your puny brain, human?
Yeah.
Nobody wants Mr. Pride and Accomplishment.
You already know that Overlord Walt sees all.
Yeah, man, I don't want that. Disney's money hungry as is.
I mean, He's the face. The CEO is the face of the company, but there's a whole board of soulless, skinless people
Yeah.
behind every big company, anyway.
True. Especially concerning Disney.
Yeah. Legend of Zelda Mastermind Eiji Aonuma says he always focuses on gameplay before story. I've never really made a game where you think of the story first. Quote. I mean, that kind of seems to be like
No, that's true.
everything Nintendo's done. I've been
The
spamming.
Zelda games,
You good?
the Zelda games that have story like Link's Awakening and those aren't made by him.
Interesting. The I've been spamming a lot of video game historian. So I've watched the documentaries on Mario 2, Mario World, Mario Kart, Link's Awakening, actually. Um, and it seems like a common theory, and this was 30 years ago, so maybe does not apply anymore. But common theme at the time was they figure out this one thing that's kind of fun, and then they just make a game out of it, and they kind of figure shit all along the way.
No, yeah, that's 100%
Yeah, they
Nintendo's
like
MO.
Mario Kart was. They're like, oh, let's make a racing game. Well, this looks stupid. Actually, it kind of looks like a go kart. Have any of you guys ridden a go kart? No? Okay, let's go ride a go kart. They ride go karts, come back. Go karts are fun as fuck. Let's make a game out of it. And then Mario Kart was born.
That's true. Is this true or
That's
is this
a
just
very that's a
Yeah,
one that's a
that's
100% true story. Watch Video Game Historian has a great video on Super Mario Kart. I recommend it. The story is
That's hilarious.
it is hilarious. They literally went to a amusement park in Japan and rode around in go-karts all day, and then we're like, "Holy hell, this is awesome."
Let's do this.
I think they're actually working on the game first, and then they realized like they were like struggling to really make it fun to play and like handle correctly, and they were like, "Wait, have any of you guys ever ridden a go-kart before?" Me neither. Let's go ride some
let's
go
go ride
karts.
some go-karts, yeah.
Go find out why they're
That's
fun.
wild.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to make this game like this, but why is it fun? I mean, if anyone can do it, it's Nintendo. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Online gaming platforms. Or you go ahead, Cooper.
Oh my bad. I was gonna say Mario Kart's just like fire. So that's sick.
Yeah, it's really interesting to learn the background of how like some series have started, and it all just kind of falls right into place.
Yeah.
Speaking of Link's Awakening not being developed by Anuma, since it was like a new team, or not a new team, but it was like a team of random developers that didn't. It was like a side project. They would work after hours to do this. Neither Aonuma nor Miyamoto was really involved because there's too much other shit going on. So they just kind of didn't have any. I mean, they obviously had control over it, but they weren't there to stop them from doing things like putting chain chomps in or whatever.
From putting a story in.
Yeah, from just doing a bunch of things different and not taking no for an answer. Okay. Online gaming platforms and YouTube will also seemingly be banned for Australians under 16. You know what? I think that's a good idea.
That might be good. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
I think YouTube getting included is a bit crazy, but yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of shit on YouTube that
Probably should not be seen by
younger audiences should not be seeing.
And I mean, as much as YouTube has tried to get away with it, with stuff like YouTube Kids, it's not like it's helping.
Yeah.
And they're already under so much pressure from companies or governments going, you can't be advertising this shit to kids. So
Yeah.
which is good. They should not be advertising random shit to kids.
I think it's more like you can't run our advertisement on top of a video where a dude says like every known slur to man or something, like or like a cursed, disgusting sex furry YouTube video meme thing. That's like an amalgamation of Gen Alpha memes.
Yeah.
Where they're doing things that would like get them arrested if it was in public, or saying things. And then there's just like a Tide ad halfway through it. Tide doesn't want. They don't want that. Well, was it last week or 2 weeks ago that we had that discussion about like when should kids have access to video games?
It was like 2 weeks
I think
ago.
it was 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It was
It's been a minute.
definitely not last week.
I like the solution for that side discussion we had of like, what about online gaming versus like a Game Boy or something?
Yeah, because that 100% changes it.
I like this solution, Australia.
People are scumbags.
Thanks for trying it out for us.
Yeah, I like it.
Sony's in talks
But
to
you know
acquire.
they're gonna get a ton of backlash.
I mean, yeah,
Oh, for sure.
but like,
But that's because advertisers aren't going to be able to advertise, and companies aren't going to be able to make money off of said advertises. So
I've seen enough things on YouTube alone to easily, like, I could literally go to my watched later and pull up something that would make a person who is 60 or older, their eyes would melt. And then be like, so you want your kid to have, you want them to just be able to look this up when they're like 12?
yeah, as soon as they're no longer on YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
YouTube will create YouTube teens.
Although I keep seeing it on r/YouTube. Some people are finding ways around that for the algorithm, so that they can post whatever the fuck they want, but it's kid friendly technically, which is worse.
I went and looked at my playlist just to see, like, could I find a video right now? Obviously not going to play it, but could I find one if I was put to the tab? And you know how good my good YouTube poops playlist is? There's like 8 videos that are deleted.
That's crazy.
That's how good that playlist was. And now most of it's gone. Anyway, Sony's in talks to acquire Kadokawa, who owns FromSoft, and we all know, Cooper said, FromSoft, the Xenoblade people.
What about Xenoblade?
Not Xenoblade. FromSoft makes your games.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm confused.
Cooper earlier before you got in the chat was like, FromSoft, don't they make Xenoblade?
Bruh. Cooper. R.I.P. my boy.
So yeah, Sony takes another step closer towards being the dealer of all things FromSoft.
Sony wants to own all people who make anime.
So Sony wants to buy Japan. That's what you're telling me.
Well, they already bought out the... Which one
Crunchyroll.
did they have? They bought Crunchyroll. And the only 3 big ones in America are Crunchyroll, Funimation, and High Dive. But High Dive really doesn't matter. So they own the 2 big ones.
Oh, they're trying to monopolize
Kadokawa, exactly, is the biggest one in Japan.
Also, they're the ones that... They're one of the creators, aren't they?
Yes.
Well, we'll see how that pans out.
Probably poorly for the consumer.
Yeah, most likely.
All right, time for Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we go around and talk about games we've been playing, the games we've been buying, good decisions, bad decisions, all that stuff. Y'all know what we're talking about. Spin the wheel. Who we got?
Not Cameron, not Cameron, not Cameron.
Right.
It's me today, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're back in the lead.
For the first time in forever.
Yeah,
Wasn't
seriously.
it like Cameron for 3 weeks?
It was Cameron for a while.
Cameron
I
got
think it
it a
was me
bunch,
for-
yeah. And then
It was like
most
me,
recently it
Kyle,
was Cooper and Kyle were
Cooper.
sweeping for a bit.
It was mainly Cooper. I think I got it once, and Cooper got it like 4 times. But anyway, go ahead, Grant.
So I hit you with the curveball out the gate. I played Ring Fit Adventure today. Genuinely.
Okay.
That's
Me too as
insane.
well.
Felt good. I need a routine. I need more activity in my day. I am a programmer that also likes video games, so I don't move.
I don't move.
Real.
correct.
And starting to realize now more than ever that that's got a very bad impact on my health. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this today. Now, if we'll stick with that, I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in myself, but I'm going to try to make myself do it. So we'll see how that pans out. Other than that, I got freaking SpongeBob keycaps at Five Below.
That's crazy.
So now my keyboard that I use when I'm on the big TV has a little SpongeBob WASD, SpongeBob spacebar, arrow key is random. I'm gonna turn this keyboard into like an utter sin. I didn't realize they had
That's what I'm
keycaps
hearing.
at Five Below, but that was crazy. I was like, I could buy SpongeBob keycaps for like $4. Okay.
How do they feel?
They feel the same as the keycaps that are on this keyboard already. So, I mean, fine. The keycaps that are on this keyboard came from AliExpress directly. So, I don't know. I mean, they're fine, but it's I don't know. I have 4 $20 Steam cards. I'm gonna have a 5th one tomorrow because the only way I could get Steam cards or Steam Cash using my company reward money is to buy one of those gift cards and then buy Steam gift cards at Best Buy. But they only sell the $20 ones online, and you can only buy 4 in a day. So I bought 4 one day. I bought 1 more the next day to max out the card.
So you're basically ready for the next sale.
Well, the goal of getting these Steam cards is to hopefully get a Steam Deck at some point.
Well,
Okay,
say
okay,
also the next sale is going to be in like a few weeks for Black Friday and then Christmas, like the winter deal or whatever they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so trying to just stack up Steam cards to spend on that, and I'm hoping the Steam Deck goes on sale for Black Friday and or Christmas. It usually does.
Good. Yeah.
So we'll see. I've been playing mostly on my Switch, Stardew Valley, Pokemon Scarlet. I tried to play it again because it's been a while. There's a lot of stuff added, and I barely put any time. I put like probably 15 minutes into it. So I was like, you know what? Let's see. It's been a while. Maybe they've updated it. It still runs like absolute ass. I got another 10 minutes through it and quit again because I remembered why I quit so early in the first place. And it's because that game runs so bad.
True.
So much for that. That's really upsetting. I'm never going to finish that game. I bought Pac-Man World Repack on the eShop for $5. And I played a couple of levels of that. It's fine. I want Pac-Man World 2. So if they could do that, that'd be great. But it's fun. I'm gonna play some more of that. I had fun with it.
I haven't repack, and that sentence is exactly how I would describe it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fine, but it's not Pac-Man World 2.
And even then, Pac-Man World 2 is not a stellar platformer. I'm nostalgia blind for it. It's a decent platformer. I describe this the same way. It's just standard platformer. Binding of Isaac had a few good runs of that. Catan for Switch. I got Catan.
Like the
Okay.
board game?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
on Switch.
I didn't know they made a digital version of Catan.
Me neither. I found
That's
it.
sick. I gotta check that out now.
Yeah, I found it. I bought it because it's got like local single player, so like with bots and stuff, but it's also got
Yeah.
local multiplayer that's like Jackbox. Like the way you play
Ooh.
multiplayer is everybody logs into a website on their phone, and then they can play on the board game on the screen.
And that's nice because even though I have the box and the expansion edition, having to drag all that out, such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, like this is like a portable version of Catan. You don't have to worry about bringing it anywhere. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about physical stuff. It's all pretty straightforward. So yeah, I bought that and I was like, that's a great idea for a game to have.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then, speaking of Binding of Isaac, I bought the card game for Binding of Isaac. It was on sale on Amazon. I've wanted that game for a couple years now, and I just never got around to it. But it was on sale for like $40, so sold. And
Yep.
it's now that I've waited, it's in a bundle that's got all the stuff in it that they've released over the years, so I don't have to track that down.
Even better.
Yeah. That's kind of about it. Played some Phasmophobia. Played some. Well, I think that's actually about it. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Let's see. Spin the wheel.
You
Who's
play
next?
golf.
I did play golf. Yeah, that's right. Cameron, you're up.
All right. So, played. Obviously, I played the game of the week. I played Pokemon Violet. Just long enough to get the shiny Pelipper that they're giving away for the Latin America Championship, I think. I don't remember. Okay, it's a shiny. It's a fruit shiny. I'm taking the stupid shiny. Played some Mario Party Jamboree with the boys while we were home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
I hate driving home and I hate driving back. Holy shit, I'm so tired of driving. You know, I'm so glad I didn't have to go in the office today. Driving, bad. We played some Among Us. I played a little
Oh,
bit.
we did.
We did play some Among Us. Yes, that's that.
Yeah.
Yes, I played a little bit of Ace Attorney. Did not get to progress as much as I would have wanted, but you know what you gonna do? We were so busy this week. Interesting. I don't. Oh, that's okay. I was like, that's not. I didn't play that one. I played a couple minutes of Skyward Sword HD.
Interesting.
For the Amiibo video,
Mm.
exclusively for the Amiibo video. I do actually want to play Skyward Sword, but you know the Amiibo video comes out on Thursday, so I was trying to get some nice footage for it. I also played Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker pack, so that I could record for the Amiibo video. I was fighting Shovel Knight for like 10 minutes, and I was like, "What the hell am I doing? Just stop! You have footage." So that was great. I did not beat Shovel Knight. I had no idea what I was doing. Surprise, surprise. Let's see. I played a few minutes of Fire Emblem Fates and a few minutes of Kirby Planet Robobot, which I did not realize we had. And then I actually did buy a game. I bought Codename Steam.
Oh.
It was $10, crisp in box.
Yeah, that game fell off
It
so
never
hard.
fell on, dude.
It never fell on.
That's wild.
$10. Like it still had the shrink wrap on it.
Yeah, I think I got my copy of Codename Steam for probably even less than that. It wasn't new, but yeah, that game, I mean, I remember sitting in remedial English in high school.
Remedial English.
Yeah, seriously, that's the most embarrassing
dude.
sentence I've ever said ever.
Well, it's not like you failed English.
There's
you
a
didn't want
such
to take AP
there's an
English.
explanation. We don't have the time. I was sitting there in remedial English and watching the Nintendo Direct where they announced the new 3DS and they were talking about Codename Steam, and I was like so excited for Codename Steam out of nowhere, just blindsided by the new console.
It seemed like it was gonna be at least interesting, and then it absolutely sucked.
Yeah.
I did manage to get the update for it, at least on my old 3DS, since that's one at home. Yeah, I also found out that my Y button on that 3DS doesn't work. I was pushing it, because that's the non-tap or the non-touchscreen button for the update, and it was like not working. So I'm like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah, good. Now you get to think about that for the next forever until
I somehow figure out how to fix it. Yeah, that's why I have the Fire Emblem 3DS until that one breaks, and then I cry. But yeah, I got the update so that I could actually skip the aliens turns. I because I did this yesterday, dude. Like, because we were so busy all weekend, so I was like rushing to try to get it done before we headed home. Since that's where all the amiibo were, so I was like, do it, do it, do it. You gotta get the amiibo. So I'm just skipping. I have no idea what the hell the story is. It exists, I assume.
one of these stories of all time for sure.
One of these stories of all time. But I was able to do it, so I was able to put it in there and not have to use the trailer footage. So that was solid. And I think that's everything. We when we were playing Among Us, we did one round of two killers, and my cousin was the second killer, and she self-reported, and then I got thrown out. I'm like, excuse me?
She
I'm like,
self-reported and then
I'm like, what are you doing? You're a killer. What are you doing reporting at all?
did they do the same shit that happened to us when we played and just talk so loudly over you that you didn't have a chance to get a word in edgewise and then voted you out? Voted you out because you accused her of being the killer even though you were fully correct.
Nah, I mean, I was one of the killers, but like, I don't remember why everyone sussed me out. But Cooper was on my side because I was with him and I hadn't killed him, and he was like, "I can vouch for Cameron." And then we were on Fungal, so I'm sailing out there, and the boat catches on fire. It says Stormwind was an imposter, and Cooper's just like, "Yeah, I trusted you," you know.
Literally.
So like that was fun, except for getting tossed out by the other imposter. So
Yeah, great play.
great play, good play.
That's how you win the game. What are you talking about?
You're so right, actually.
No, they lost.
Yeah, it was a good week. Good week. Had a lot of fun at home.
Cool.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you
never
don't play with
long enough.
permajects.
True.
All right, Cooper, you're up next. Cooper?
Hey, sir.
Did we lose him?
Hello?
Easier.
You're up, buddy.
Oh, my bad. So nothing too crazy. A little bit of Fortnite, but not really much at all. I just finished up the like bonus reward stuff, and then played a little bit of Phasmophobia with like a couple people like Kyle, Barrett.
You know,
Oh, I also did Phasmophobia last week. I forgot about that.
And then I bought the Humble Bundle for the Dark Pictures games.
yeah, I got that one as well.
I thought
Nice.
It also had Little Nightmares in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
And then as a late birthday gift, Kyle got me this. Hang on, it's loading. This.
It was only late because it took so long to damn ship.
No, I wasn't. I didn't mean like in a bad way,
Cringe.
but it's not. You're cringe, buddy.
It's not cringe, bruh.
That's cringe.
It's-
That's cringe and gay.
Fire.
Shipping is cringe.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, it's a Discraft Buzz, dude. It's pretty good. I was putting with it Monday night. It's good.
Cooper said he's not gonna throw it more than like 5 feet,
Pretty
so he
much.
doesn't risk losing it.
I don't want to lose it in the woods or in the water, which is kind of hard when you're playing disc golf, because that's basically everything.
So he's basically
Yes,
just
yeah.
gonna get to, 5 feet away from the shot and throw it in.
I mean, it is a putter, so it kind of works out. But yeah, other than that, school, work,
Full work. I understand.
tired.
Ooh, work pain.
All right. Well,
Correct.
who's
Very
gonna be not last? Oh, it was close, but Kyle, you're up.
Ooh.
All right. I also got the Dark Pictures and Little Nightmares bundle, except I already had both Little Nightmares games plus DLC, so I gave both of those to Alex.
Yeah.
So, win-win. But I have been replaying Little Nightmares 2 throughout this week. I played some Phasmophobia with Barrett and Cooper. I did not play a game of the week because I had already finished it like 2 weeks ago. If that gives you any hints on what it is. I've been playing actually a lot of Civ 6, which I just bought the Humble Bundle that included Civ 6, all of the DLC for Civ 6,
Wow.
Civ 5, Civ 4, Civ 3, and a whole bunch of the extra ones that like the aircraft one, the like medieval specific one, the pirate looking one, the railroad building one. All those. So I'm gonna check those out in due time. But I got that, and then I gave because I already have Civ 6 and all of the DLC. I gave all of that to Barrett since I'm trying to force him to play with me.
Not
That's
a bad
crazy.
strategy.
I'm saying he got it for free, and it's a $60 game that I bought for that plus a whole bunch of shit I wanted for $18, and he gets it for free, so he'll be fine. What else did I play? That might be about it. Oh, I played a little bit of No Man's Sky, but only because I wanted to look at the VR functionality of it. It's still pretty boring. It's
That's
it's
crazy.
slightly cool. It's slightly cooler whenever you feel like you're actually in the spaceship, but it's still pretty boring. um, and if I didn't already say Phasmophobia, I played Phasmophobia. I think that's it. I had a pretty simple. I mean, I played stuff on my emulator, but That list is so long, I'm not gonna get into it right now. Old games, that's what I played.
All right, Alex, finish this off.
Okay. We played Super Mario Jamboree, like Cameron mentioned.
Oh yeah, I
I
played that too. I
won!
forgot.
We did.
Yay!
Yeah. Alex got lucky. Bonus
Bro,
rounds
he
are
stole
crazy.
that shit
Yes,
from me. Oh
yes,
my
yes.
god.
All right, relax. Put the gun down. It's just a game.
No, no. I'm about to fucking Donald Trump his ass.
We played Among Us, and the last 2 rounds I was imposter. I did like clean sweeps on the next to last round, but I ended up getting caught. But on the last round, I was also the imposter. And while it was going slower,
Did we lose him?
I did end up winning. See, played game of the week. I finally beat Yakuza 0. Woo! Yay!
Nice.
How many hours
And
did
then
you
I
put into
started
that game?
Yakuza Kiwami. 0?
Yeah.
It says on the finish screen. Hold on, it's loading. 99.
Dang.
Yeah. While we were home, I bought some PS3 games on the store. Infamous 2, Festival of
Peak.
Blood for Infamous, and Yakuza Dead Soul,
Okay.
which is a spin-off zombie game. Um, and then I had a job interview. Yay, fun.
How exciting. Love
Well,
those.
they said they'll talk to me this week. See how that went. And I think that's it. I don't know. It was just a really busy weekend.
Alrighty. And with that, on to the game of the week, Donkey Kong Country 2. Donkey Kong Country 2 is one of those sequels that is like perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, but
But
just
better.
a couple
better.
improvements. Very mild improvements.
Mhm.
Not a whole lot's changed. There's a couple new things. There's
Yeah,
coins now.
I think it controls better, but it is interesting how many levels are vertical in the sequel.
Yeah, it definitely feels a lot smoother, I will say.
yeah, there's a lot of
I
climbing.
like once you get used to the buddy, the teamwork abilities, the buddy abilities, that game opens up
Yeah.
in a way that you can do some shit that you would never be able to do without using those buddy abilities.
I keep forgetting about those, honestly. It's because I'm
Yeah, I'm glad they gave him a lot more reason to exist than in DKC
Extra
1.
life.
Yeah. Cuz in 1 it's just like cool. Like
Mhm.
I'm a monkey on
You're
a rhino. This is pretty sick, but that's kind of where it ends. I mean, you can access a couple bonus rooms and stuff, but it's a lot more fleshed out in DKC 2.
And Kong ledgers are actually important now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
it's
to get
really
all the
just
Kong letters for every stage. So
it's
wait to do
a
what?
for completion purposes.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
Kong letters?
I was
Yeah,
worried
the
I
first
needed them for
No, no,
something
no.
else.
I mean,
the
in
first
terms of
game it's
like,
just
in
for
terms
a
of
life.
benefit, yeah, in terms of benefit, it still just gives you an extra life, but it's also
But
bragging rights. You got all the Kong letters on every stage. You know, that's cool.
wait for Cranky Kong to tell me that he got all of them.
Mm-hmm.
uh Donkey Kong Country 2 to me is like Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 1. Like I will always prefer Black Ops 1 more because it was my first,
Oh, yeah.
but you can't
But
really
it's
ignore the fact that it's basically better in every way.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
so it pains me to admit that DKC 2 is better because I love DKC 1 so much. Like, it'd be my favorite game if Stardew Valley didn't exist.
fair.
But yeah, it really is just better every way, and it's like all in the best ways, and they don't get rid of anything that's like that people liked. It's a perfect sequel.
I remember when you've talked about Bayonetta 2, it's just like it makes it hard to go back to the first one because there's so many quality of life improvements. I don't know if I could say that there's such a drastic quality of life increase that it makes it impossible to go back to the first one. It just takes the systems from the first one and adds on to them, improves what needs to be improved. Like you can, it's not like, oh well, I don't want to go back to the first one because there's just it's just there's not such a drastic change that it makes it hard to go back to the first one.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's some parallel there because like you can tell they obviously got more comfortable as a team working with 3D stuff from 1 to 2, which is probably why it feels a little smoother. But yeah, it's definitely not as drastic as it was from Bayo 1 to Bayo 2, where like Bayonetta 1 doesn't really have any reason for you to go play that unless you just want to know what that story is. Like you're not going to miss any gameplay by skipping Bayonetta 1. I guess in that aspect, yeah, it's similar because like you're not going to miss any gameplay from skipping DKC 1. You're going to miss Donkey Kong and all that character, but in terms of gameplay, you're not really missing anything.
Yep. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I also find it interesting that they only let you save once at every location
Yeah,
before you have to
that's a
pay a
little bit
coin.
annoying.
Yeah, because I bet that would be something that actually might make it a little easier going back to the first game. Is that you can like the save points are just as limited, but they're not limited use. They're limited in existence, but not in use.
Yeah.
I don't even think because I didn't finish it because we're so busy. Um, but I don't even think I'm near a save point right now. At the carnival.
They're not too infrequent. Like they're not so infrequent that it's like
like one
impossible
I think it's
task.
supposed to be one per world, right?
Typically, not always. No, it might just be one per world. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be. I don't know. I will say I did enjoy the little jumpy snake level.
I like the levels where you jump on crocodiles and then they fling you
Yes.
I did
forward.
play that one, yes.
Those are really fun.
The more you play, I'm like, so who's gonna not show up when we get to go to Super Nintendo World? Because like there's not a ton of characters, but it's still gonna be more than Nintendo Universal. Yeah, let's include that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, shocking conclusion to no one. DKC2 is also fantastic, and you should play it if you haven't. And honestly, if you haven't up to this point in your life,
Shame on you.
yeah, you've missed out on some serious gaming history.
Yeah. Because it's a great game.
Okay, on to the tidbits. All the Astrobot speedrun levels are now out. And Alex has beaten all of them already.
True. Yes.
Dude, he's a tryhard.
I forgot I played Astrobot, but yes.
Astrobot players expect more DLC as unreleased bots still remain in the credits.
Whoopsie.
Oops. I'm sure there will be something. Piglet's Big Game is spiking because of its trending online as kids' first horror game. I have seen photos of this on game collecting subreddits
The
that are like,
price
what
is
the? Yeah.
like
Piglet's Big
it,
Game.
it should not be that expensive.
No, it should be shovelware prices because everybody should think it's shovelware.
Because it is.
This is one of those games that is so worthless that even if you are against piracy, you should be okay with pirating this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who the hell gives a shit enough about this game to
Just spend $200 plus
to not emulate it? Like, why would you?
Why are
What
you
system is it on?
PS2, GameCube,
PS2 and Cube.
What the heck?
And also PC. Apparently, you don't even have to emulate it. You can just get the PC release.
No.
There's also apparently a Game Boy Advance version. That's probably a completely different game, but
I gotta see if it's on my emulator now. I'm curious.
Now you guys got to look at this listing. So I googled it so I could find some listings and see what the price is right now, and I found this eBay listing. Now the first picture is Piglet's Big Game, and the title does say Disney presents Piglet's Big Game, Sony PlayStation 2 2003. Now there's 3 more photos, and they look like crankshaft pulleys or idler pulleys, some kind of pulley on a vehicle engine. Description is rotary brand replacement part 10226. And then product information goes back to describing Piglet's Big Game.
Well, I got news for you guys. It's on my emulation device.
Let's go. For PS2?
Crazy.
For GBA, I haven't checked for. I
Oh,
don't have PS2.
oh, right. Yeah, that's not one of those.
And I don't have
games.
GameCube, but I have GBA. So
I scrolled down
I have
on
the
that
GBA
listing,
version.
and there's 2 that are trying to sell a new sealed copy for 950 average. Ain't no way.
Oh, I see those. Yeah.
It's worth. What are you talking about, bro?
You guys are freaking nuts.
All listings for this product includes rotary replacement idler pulley, 2 of them, and I'm like,
yeah.
excuse me, what is this? What are these selling? This is a this is not the game. This is someone trying to, make money off of selling the game, but they're selling a rotor pulley apparently.
I didn't lie. I told you what I said it did. This is a rotary pulley named Piglet's Big.
That's crazy.
The problem is
Who are you
they're
to tell
absolutely
me?
gonna scam someone.
So the internet found out it's basically Silent Hill and Resident Evil for kids. That's what they're calling it. It did not make a large splash when it came out. I know it's hard to believe. I know. But it was not that big of a game. It received mixed reviews and faded into obscurity. Gameplay clips are going viral right now because of a noteworthy similarity in tone and style to Silent Hill in particular. Looking at the clips, it is very, very obvious that the folks at Doki Denki Studio were heavily and inexplicably inspired by Konami's opus when designing Piglet's Big Game, which I will remind you is a Winnie the Pooh game starring a pink pig.
Exactly.
This is from Games Radar. There is a soundtrack title in this game that's called Foreboding 1.
That's crazy.
Oh, and it's got like fixed camera angles and stuff.
Yeah. Dude, I swear I remember this
is
game
funny.
sitting on shelves when we were kids.
Yeah, probably. Because no one
I
wanted
mean,
it.
it definitely was.
Nobody wanted it. Like,
This is just Dogecoin. This game
this
is
is just
Dogecoin.
Literally.
Dogecoin.
Literally.
Crazy.
Haha! Everybody, look at the Silent Horror Pig Winnie the Pooh game. I'll buy it for $500.
True.
Crazy. Stellar Blade, the Nier DLC, is paid, while the rest of the photo mode and costume updates are free. Cool. If you want actual content, you gotta pay for it.
I love paying for actual content.
Final Fantasy VII Remake director Hamaguchi says, "We will not cheat with the airship system, but take the challenge head on so that it can freely fly over the game map." That would be cool. For part 3, I assume.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure DX and 2 will be delisted from Steam and Xbox in Germany and Italy starting December 6th at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. This is the final punishment for World War II, actually.
That's crazy.
I wonder why. Licensing, probably.
And it always is.
This is an Xbox marketing campaign was launched. We already talked about that. Phil Spencer says Avowed wasn't delayed due to quality concerns. Should it have been, though?
Normally when things should be delayed due to quality concerns.
Wait, no. Was not delayed due... Oh, Avowed hasn't come out yet. It comes out in February of next year, the day before Valentine's Day. And I guess it was delayed. Oh, no, now it's February 18th. Why do they say 13th there? Hello?
Delayed.
Delayed 5 days?
I'm sure, why not?
Yeah,
Wait, isn't that when Yakuza, like a Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii comes out?
I have no idea.
Wait, when does Avowed come out?
February 18th now.
A little bit before Yakuza comes out. I believe it is now the 21st of September because they moved it up by a week.
Best Buy has a listing for Avowed.
21st.
It's a steelbook for $95, and it comes with a download code.
Sounds like a
Amazing.
ripoff to me.
Yeah. There's a subreddit for Avowed.
And there's
Got
subreddit
my...
for anything.
Yeah, dude, literally someone posted 4 days ago, got my digital-only steelbook pre-ordered. Get yours today. No.
Yeah.
No.
My digital-only steelbook.
Then why do I want it? There's no game in it.
I'd rather do Nintendo's thing where they were just doing exclusively a steelbook, you know? Like,
Just don't make a steelbook. There's no game.
why do you need why do you need a steelbook when you don't have the game at all?
What's that Scott the Woz rant? It's like, yeah, like I care about the box, but if there's nothing inside the box, then what's there to like about the box?
True.
Obviously, in a much more aggressive tone than that. Okay, well that game's gonna crash and burn. Can't wait to come back to this in a couple months. Phil Spencer is bullish on Microsoft Disney partnership for Indiana Jones and Blade. The partnership has certainly been weird. Phil Spencer went out of his way to approach Disney to amend the contract to make it exclusive, just to have to go back to Disney and amend the contract back to multi-platform after a change in strategy. I bet those people at Disney are real sick of Phil right now.
It will be
Guaranteed.
exclusive. Okay, Phil. A month later, it's back to multi-platform.
Hey, we decided that we can't make enough money on our own platform. You dipshits! What? Get out of this office.
Yeah, like, hey guys, we want to make this exclusive. Okay. Actually,
That's
we
fine.
don't.
Pay us the money.
Now that we're done making it exclusive and we signed all that paperwork, I actually don't want that.
It actually sounds like a terrible, terrible time.
Then why did you ask for it? Uh, Sonic Team producer says revivals of older entries remain appealing. I hope so. I'm judging you guys heavily off of, or this is Sonic Team, I guess, specifically. Never mind. I was thinking Sega in general, because I was going to say I'm still judging them entirely off of how Crazy Taxi turns out.
True.
What older games would they remake? Sonic
Sonic
06?
06. Both adventure
And
games.
Sonic Adventure, I guess.
Unleashed hasn't been remade yet.
Sonic Werehog.
Sonic Werehog?
I don't remember what
Unleashed.
it's actually called. Oh, that
That's
is Unleashed.
Unleashed.
That's crazy.
What was the Wii U one? Lost
Uh,
Level? No,
no. Lost World.
Lost World. That's possible. And then they'd be like, here, Nintendo, here's the exclusive Zelda DLC again.
And Nintendo would go, all right, make it exclusive to us, or we won't give you the content.
How very Nintendo of them.
Oh, both Sonic Boom games.
They're not remaking those.
You don't think that sounds appealing?
I think
I didn't say it sounds appealing. I said they're available.
I think 06 is more likely than remaking than Sonic Boom.
True.
And that's because one of them has fans. They're wrong, but it has fans.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is the best-selling Pokemon game ever in Japan. That's a misleading fucking title. There's 150 bajillion Switches everywhere, and people are gonna buy Pokemon. But that game's, dude, I can't believe how poor that game still runs.
Okay.
Doesn't it still have the memory leak problem where it's better to stop playing, say stop playing and then launch the game after like a few hours of playing?
I would hope not. I'd hope that would have been fixed by now.
You'd think, but like, god dang, dude, I don't even want to play it so bad. It's Hyrule, it's Age of Calamity bad.
You playing it in handheld or
Handheld.
on?
I typically have better luck with performance in handheld. Oddly
Wait.
enough, you'd think.
You usually have the opposite.
I certainly do.
Well, like in docked for me,
I've
I
never
mean, like
played
you get
this
unlocked
Pokemon game
power,
stuff.
but you also have to run at higher frame rates or higher resolution.
I haven't played this Pokemon game, so I can't comment on it specifically. But I feel like they're running better when I'm docked.
I beat it. I don't think I did a lot of undocked though.
Maybe I should try this one docked and see what it does.
I don't think it's going to be a vast improvement, but you also care more about performance than I do. So I might have just ignored it since I'd already spent the money on it.
F-Zero X has been added to Nintendo Music. F-Zero X, but not F-Zero. Wow. Again, one game a week. Sick. But it's there now.
We have
No,
so many games.
It's less than a week, right?
One game
Or is
every
it
2 weeks,
exactly?
maybe.
Barely. One game every like 5 days or so.
Yeah, that's more. Well, we're slowly building in the Nintendo log. I did find out there are Wii Fit songs in the Wii Sports album.
Hmm?
They're called Wii Fitness, though.
They're hidden in
Yeah.
plain sight.
In plain sight. Well, at the bottom of the album, but yeah. We've got the opening theme and your game uh, when you finish a game.
Mm.
True.
Super Mario 64 speedrunning is, quote, dead after one runner claims all 5 major categories in what's being dubbed the greatest speedrunning achievement of all time.
It's not actually gonna be dead, but like
Yeah, I was going to say, okay, everybody, time to put down Mario 64.
That's crazy.
I mean, right now he is going crazy and like he keeps improving it on his own times. So it's a little difficult to compete against him. But we'll see someone show up and like clean up. But he does have it in all the major speeder categories, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, that
And
is nuts.
if there's one thing the internet loves, it's someone to dethrone.
It's Mario 64 speedrunning.
Yeah, if there's
So
one
true.
thing the internet loves to do, it's keep people from succeeding. And speedrunning is a great place to achieve that goal. Old but still interesting tidbit of the week. In April of 1981, very old, interesting tidbit. The official Dragon magazine number 41 published character sheets for Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Popeye, Rockeye, and Bullwinkle. 1 year later, in Dragon number 60, Donald Duck, Marvin the Martian, and the Tasmanian Devil got character sheets. Is this for D&D?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. That's fun.
Yeah, that is cool.
Apparently I left out the official because they had Dragon magazine and they had Dungeon magazine, but they were both official magazines from the
Interesting.
D&D team.
That's weird they would have 2 separate ones, but whatever. Um, let's see. On to the rumors. Neil Druckmann says his current project has been in the works since 2020. While Sony doesn't let him control how he's going to announce it, they gave him full control over the game itself.
Last of Us Part 2 remade again, baby.
Hell yeah. We love originality.
Yes, we do. No, wait, we hate originality.
Yeah,
That's why we're
wait,
getting
yeah.
Last of Us.
Uh,
What is originality?
Last of Us getting 3 separate releases.
Within a decade.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I don't care how good a game is, it does not need
I mean,
3
GTA
separate
GTA
releases.
5 got like a dozen releases in 2 decades. So,
That's also true. But like, was that full? They didn't call that a remaster though, did they? That was just
Hold on.
mostly
No, I don't
mostly
think
ports,
so.
wasn't it?
GTA
Yeah.
is only a decade old. Please don't make me feel way older than I am.
GTA 5 came out on the
Only
360.
Came out in 2013.
It's over a decade old.
Yeah.
So,
But you
it's
said
definitely
2
came.
decades.
So, Last of Us would also be a decade then, right? It didn't. It came out at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
The original PS3 release date for Last of Us was 2013. June 2013, September 2013. Last of Us is older than GTA 5.
That's crazy.
Mm. Um, let's see. Kingdom Hearts 358 2 Days HD Remix. I hate Kingdom Hearts titles so much. In development at hand for 2025.
This
What?
is a 4chan leak.
Oh, this is a 4chan leak. Great.
Yeah. Source 4chan.
Uh, currently being developed in
I'm
Unity with PS2 era Kingdom Hearts assets. Cutscene animation and voice acting are being reused from the 1.5 movie, with select missions receiving new voice work. The multiplayer mode and mission mode from the DS versions will not return. Reveal and release currently
wait.
planned for 2025.
Uh,
They're talking about where you can replay
I
missions as
clicked.
any
no,
character
I
gamer.
I know, but like
I nervously clicked on the
that.
4chan link and went to the replies because I wanted to see what they were saying to it. Uh, and this comment says, "Convert days into a fully single player game. Maintain mission structure. Fake and gay."
So true.
The only thing here that
Great
checks
point.
out is Kingdom Hearts 4 slipping into 2027. Dorkness, nothing within nothingness.
I was gonna say I don't know if I would care as much if they just go, nah, I don't want to release.
Liar, you'll play it.
Yeah, but like the whole point of remaking it would be uh, give either give me a faithful remake or make it not mission. Don't give me the worst of both. I don't want a Luigi's Mansion 2 HD situation here.
Preliminary work was started around the same time on a recoded remake. They will continue their work on that if the Days remake performs well, apparently. Using the Days engine as a foundation. When development on Remind was completed, the intention was for the Osaka staff to use the assets they had made to develop several smaller scale titles simultaneously with Kingdom Hearts 4. COVID and other factors, such as Kingdom Hearts 4 eating up many more resources than expected, tore those plans apart. Square Enix and Disney want to expand the series' audience as much as possible before Kingdom Hearts 4 releases, with Steam ports, remakes, and Missing Link all being parts of that plan. Currently scheduled for the end of 2026, but it might slip into 2027 depending on how development proceeds.
That's crazy
We'll
that they
see if this
want to use
turns out.
Missing Link when they just delayed it again.
It's 4chan, so it's 100% true, guys. We all know.
Exactly. And on to the finishing topics for the week. We got two this week. Starting out, favorite Amiibo memories for the 10th anniversary of Amiibo.
Which is on Thursday. Let's go.
Whew. Done just right. Are we talking about Amiibo?
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What? Okay, whatever. All right,
Uh,
Karen wants us to talk about our favorite memories with Amiibo.
yeah.
Okay.
uh,
It's not.
finding the Ike, painting Pit to be a hell pit,
Ooh.
and my hell pit almost losing to Cooper's bullshit Kirby Amiibo.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I
I've
love the
trained
Kirby
it so
Amiibo.
well, but Cooper's Amiibo is just
It's unpredictable,
Gaming.
It's
bro.
built. It's built different, brother.
It's
it is
unpredictable.
the-
Fly up, down B. It's unpredictable.
it's like chess. Is it smart enough to do the moves you expect it to, though?
Exactly.
I remember that. That was good.
There was that week Grant went somewhere, I don't remember. but we were on the lookout for something. We had like gotten up super early. It was when Lucinia and Ike
That was wave 4.
had released.
Wait. Ike and Lucina didn't release on the same wave
No, they didn't. Lucinia released with someone else.
with Robin.
Robin.
See, you could lie to me and say Ike and Lucinia did release on the same wave, and I would believe you.
That's great.
That's how Cameron Gunn and I got Rosalina. We traded an amiibo.
Yeah, so when wave 4 came out, we went super early to Target. Because we knew it was going to be bad.
We were first in
Between
line.
we were second in line behind two people that had been sitting there since like Target had closed the previous day.
Jesus.
Yeah,
We were first in line at.
we were
Best
first in
Buy.
line at Best Buy. We were also first in line at more reasonable hours than sitting there all night.
Yeah.
But they were like, "Hey, we want to be able to get Robin and Lucina, for both of us, but we also want Jigglypuff." So we have we have this trump card, and I walk with him to the car while his girlfriend or whoever and Alex keep our spots, and he shows me Rosalina and Luma, and I'm like, I need that. I didn't get that. So they were like, okay, we'll get 2 Jigglypuffs, and that Alex and I both got Robin and a Robin and a Lucina. That way we got the important ones, but then we traded a Jigglypuff for Rosalina and Luma.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, good times,
Yeah,
good times.
That's huge. Let me think.
And then I remember.
Don't have a single amiibo, so this topic is not for me.
Well, you're part of the next topic, so.
Yeah, don't worry.
We did.
You're not forgotten.
Yeah, at like 3 in the morning or something like that, before the night before Cameron and I stuff, we were like, Kyle probably won't have much to say.
Yeah, we were like,
unfortunately,
Gal's not gonna have much to say, but it makes sense.
We're
to
gonna
do
talk
the
about it
amiibo
anyway.
topic. Well, it's the 10th anniversary. How often do you have a 10th anniversary?
Once
true.
specifically.
Once.
Oh wait, once
exactly.
Yeah. Never mind. I lied.
Wait, what was your answer?
Every 10 years. That might be wrong.
No, that's not.
Cameron to Kyle.
You only have a 10th year anniversary once, and then you have other years that are decade years afterwards.
That's true.
Yeah.
What is that?
We're gonna do it anyways.
Bruh.
I remember Grant and I, when the Retro 3-pack came out, or went up for pre-order, we went to the GameStop in Tigertown, and we were like, okay, we're gonna secure them, and we got there early enough that they was it one of the employees or was it one of the other people in line that gave us Chick-fil-A for free because they didn't want the hash browns.
I think it was one of the employees.
Yeah, pre-order bonus.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, free food. So yeah, I remember that one. I remember when Wave 4 initially had its whole bullshit pre-order window at GameStop before it actually released. Grant and I were sitting through band practice, and we were watching. Every time we stopped, we were like, "Oh shit! Look at how crazy this is." And then Grant was like, "All right, I'm gonna go right now, as soon as we stopped him, he's like, "I'm gonna go right now. If you give me some money, I will secure you nests as if at all possible."
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he did. You know,
Yeah.
Goaded.
exactly. Grant is so goaded. That's so true.
I don't know about all that
Abs
now.
king for real, for real.
All right, chill out.
The
Um, I don't know. I kind of covered all my big ones already.
That's a good
problem,
question.
I feel like the problem actually is that the closer we get, or the further we get away from the initial, hype, the less it's, oh yeah, I remember doing this. It's, oh yeah, we pre-ordered this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't miss waiting outside. What do you mean? People on the subreddit are like, "Don't you miss?" No.
Absolutely not.
I will say though, like, kind of a little off topic, but like with like waiting outside and stuff, I do kind of miss like the old Black Fridays and stuff compared to now.
That's
Yeah.
different because Black Fridays used to have deals.
That's true.
That's how you know Cooper never had to wait in line on Black Friday.
No, but I mean, it's not as fun now. Like I get. I mean, I don't know.
Yes, it is. Not having to actually go and wait in line for hours on end is so much better.
I will agree to disagree. I punch kids in the face. I don't know. You had it like way
That's
in my
crazy.
head.
Brother, what? What are you?
I was
What
gonna
are you?
get, bro. I was gonna get. I was gonna get
That's
those
crazy.
discounts.
That's fucking wild, bro.
That's
You're
crazy.
punching kids in the face to fucking.
Yeah, do you remember
See,
the memes from when the PS5 came out? People been like, "Bro, I'm gonna beat the shit out of some kid just to get the last PS5." Like punch a kid in his face right in front of his mom. Take the PS5.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a bit
I don't
much,
know.
but
Cooper, you can enjoy waiting in lines all you want. I do not.
that's fair.
I
Nah, I definitely do miss it. I will say.
like I it's it's a different vibe for sure.
Yeah.
I do miss the vibe. I don't miss having to worry, that I'm gonna miss it for just because they ran out of stock or something.
yeah.
Well, I
Like,
mean, if you don't pre-order it, you have a problem. But as
yeah,
long as
but
you
like,
pre-order now and you want the amiibo,
yeah, the only issue now is waiting for it to ship because I know with the new Splatoon that people were having that issue, um, which I don't understand what happened there. They're not producing any other amiibo, so like I don't know how they're failing. Um, yeah, I think just having, especially the early days when we trained up the amiibo and fought against each other, those were really fun
Dude,
times.
that was fun.
Walking. So after I decided, to not uh just do Smash and whatnot, and I just went full, amiibo crazy. After I decided to collect Animal Crossing, which I knew would be the tipping point. Uh, Being able to just walk in and buy all the cards because nobody wanted to buy the cards. I was like, hell yeah, these are all mine now.
no, nobody wanted them back then. They want them now.
They want them
They
now,
want 'em
yes.
now, yeah.
But like, I had such an easy time buying up the cards. Um, I remember, I think it was Wave.
Bro, Amiibo is just Nintendo Skylanders. Change my mind.
I really am not going to change your mind.
I mean, it's Toys to
Wait,
Life. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Nintendo Toys to Life is just other Toys to Life.
that's crazy.
That's
Kind of
crazy.
hit the nail on the head there, bud.
Good, good. Um, I remember
Hey, but you're
when
so funny.
Wave think it was wave 3 or 4. Animal Crossing came out. I was able to go like at 8 a.m. Collect, buy. I grabbed all the cards off the shelf, and it was while I was working at Target, right? So I went up front and I'm buying them, and the head of security is up there, and he's ringing me out, and I mentioned it, and he's like, "Okay, well, we should probably leave some for other people." So he took some of them, and I got to work that afternoon, and the bag that I had, that some of them were in, there they were in the restock bin. So I'm like, mine. I'm like, in a way.
I don't care about other people.
I do think it's funny that a grown ass man had to tell you to put the cards back so that other people could have them. I think that is pretty funny.
Listen.
Yeah, nobody
No,
would.
me.
Like, but I'm buying them. You don't
Literally.
understand. These are mine. Trying to think. Grant's bronze Mario.
Yeah, the bronze Mario. The really all the painted ones were quite interesting. The only one that was ever worth the damn in the end was the pit, but
Oh yeah.
it was a cool experience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So years ago when we went to Kentucky around New Year's, and I went into the Best Buy with Dad because we had some time, and I saw Marth and Ness, and I was like, dude, no way, they still have them, and I bought them. Yeah, and I was like, no way, dude. I was so happy. Come to realize they're reprints. They were.
That checks
So
out.
yeah, I didn't realize that until years later, like very recently.
That's crazy.
All right.
It just never clicked.
All right, are we ready to go to Game Awards?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
go.
so. I can't think of anything else major.
Yeah,
Besides
not
Cooper
much.
getting Mega Yarn Yoshi for Christmas. That was cool.
Oh,
So
yeah, that
true.
was
That was
crazy.
goated.
So are we doing our voting or are we just running through them?
I figured we were doing voting.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We are.
Yeah, go to the
Okay.
website.
Yeah, so
One moment.
We'll do Game of the Year last.
yeah,
We
so
gotta
start
go to,
start
what
with the
is it,
boring
always
one,
do,
best
like,
esports team. Yeah, go to the very end.
Wait, can someone post a link in the chat?
No, get your own.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Grant's got you.
Thank you.
Okay, so starting off with best esports team, we got
Who cares?
Billy Gaming, League of Legends, Gen G, League of Legends, Navi for Counter Strike, T1 for League of Legends, and Team Liquid for Dota 2.
Don't care.
They're all in white except for Navi. What is this?
No. Oh, they're all in white.
Yes.
I heard they are all white.
I was gonna say
No,
most of them are
they're all
not.
Asian. We already know.
Like, no.
It's funny how the two teams that aren't League of Legends are not Asian people, and the three teams that are League of Legends are all Asian people, and they're all in white.
What are we?
Oh, I had to sign in. Whoopsie.
So I like the name Billy Gaming, but I refuse to vote for League of Legends. So I'm gonna go
You
with
want
Team.
Navi or Team Liquid to win?
I like Team Liquid. That's a cool name.
I do like that. That is kind of fire.
We're gonna go with that.
Ooh.
All right. Team Liquid.
All right, Team Liquid.
Best esports athlete. 33. That's their character
That's
name.
their name.
Nada Shapira. Alexib. Chovy. Faker. Zaiwu. And ZMJJKK. You pronounce that however you want. Zimjk.
Baker's back for like
Baker
the
is
10th
back.
year in a row.
He'll eventually win.
I think he has one.
No, he'll eventually win, guys.
I want to.
I like
What
I
name
like
will
the
be the
name
hardest to
Zywoo,
pronounce?
but yeah, ZMJJKK.
I want to hear them pronounce
They
that.
wouldn't try to pronounce that. There's no way. They wouldn't
They'll
try.
just say his name.
Yeah, they wouldn't try. I'm going Zywoo.
I went ZMJJKK.
Best esports game: Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. I'm voting for Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Me too.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
just sounds like a legendary title.
Yeah, Mobile
It
Legends
has
Bang
Legends
Bang
in it.
is
Yeah,
crazy.
let's go.
We have no idea what it is, and that's what makes it better.
Content Creator of the Year, Queso. I'm voting Queso. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm voting Queso.
voting
I'm
Queso.
voting on
But
that.
the other contestants, Iluwan, Techo Gamers, Typical Gamer, and Usada Pecora, who's a VTuber. Ew.
Who's probably gonna swipe us?
Yeah, it's
No,
pretty much
Queso all the way, bro.
Queso, baby.
Queso blew up
Queso.
this year. Everybody loves Queso.
He did, dude.
Keizo has I know she has a VTuber, but compared to the rest, he has such an unprofessional picture.
Yeah, dude, he doesn't give a
But it's
fuck. He
Queso.
doesn't
Have
care.
you
He
watched
does
him
not
work out?
care, dude. You can honestly bet that he probably hates streaming on Twitch the way he acts. It's so funny, dude. You'd think he hates his job.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he's having
yeah.
to play games for a living.
No, dude. He's literally said though, it's like he's literally made fun of people like, oh, streaming's harder than 9 to 5. It's like, no, it ain't. I get to play games with my friends all day. How is that harder than a 9 to 5? I love Queso. He's goated.
Yeah, and he gets to stream where he makes his own hours.
Yeah, he makes his own hours. He's like, I get to sleep in till 11. I mean, dude, I love Queso. He's goated.
No, it's not harder.
Most anticipated game: Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Ghost of Yote.
Wait, when did it get a subtitle?
I don't know. Apparently it
did.
did. GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds.
Okay.
Well, I know what will win, but I know
I was
what
about
I'm
to say,
voting
I think I
for.
know what's gonna win here.
I'm voting for Prime.
Yeah, I'll probably vote for Prime 2, but
I'll give it to Prime.
it's probably going to be
Several
GTA
years.
6.
It's gonna be GTA
Yeah.
6.
Are those both coming out next year?
Yeah.
In
well,
in
supposedly.
theory, in
Supposedly.
theory. Best adaptation. Adapting a video game to any other entertainment medium. Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon Yakuza, and Tomb Raider The Legend of Lara Croft.
I did not hear good things about Like a Dragon. I hope that does not win.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Even the subreddit for Yakuza is like, what do you mean he put this on the list?
I've heard good things about Arcane. I haven't seen it personally, but I've heard good things about it.
I
I'm
bet
gonna give
Fallout
mine
is
to
going to
Knuckles.
win.
I think Fallout will win.
Why do you think that?
Everybody
Because,
loved that show.
Oh,
like, even Fallout fanboys are like, this is the best thing they could have done.
oh.
Because
It's
they
not
really cared about, like,
Halo.
the lore. Like, the director said that he was told he could do whatever he wanted. And he was like, no, I'll just follow lore.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
good.
I'm giving it to Knuckles just because of Wade Whipple,
Hmm.
bro. Goated guy.
That's
Uh,
absolutely wild.
Best multiplayer. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2.
I'm voting for the game I've played.
I'm gonna vote for Helldivers because
I
that
was gonna
took
say,
the
I'm
planet
actually
by
going with
storm.
Helldivers.
Yeah, Helldivers was absolutely insane.
Funny enough, I've got a couple coworkers that have already bought Black Ops 6 and played it a bunch, and they have said it is very good.
That's good.
I've heard a lot of really good things about Black Ops 6. I just don't.
Yeah,
I
because
don't have it.
they took Cold War, which everyone was like, this is pretty okay, and they made that game better instead of making a whole new Black Ops game. So pretty slam dunk. It's basically the same game.
What is that?
Best sports or racing game: F1
Who
24,
cares?
EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, and WWE 2K24.
Well, I don't want 2K to win,
I'm gonna
so
give it
that
to the F1,
eliminates
I guess.
3 of them. And I don't want EA to win, so I guess F1's winning.
Yeah, going to F120. I like watching F1. F1's fun.
Wait, that's also EA.
I was gonna say it's still EA out.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's not EA soccer.
Yeah, it's racing. It's the only racing one here for a sports/racing category, so I'm gonna give it to it.
Yeah.
They really said we can't get enough racing games in a year. Which I mean, I guess
thought-
They literally
There's
said the
nothing coming
best
out.
traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. But all of these are extremely traditional sports.
extremely traditional.
Yeah, maybe tennis.
They didn't
I
even
guess?
try to branch out.
I mean, I guess F1 isn't traditional, quote, because it didn't start until it started within the past 100 years. So
But like,
Still though,
it,
I don't know.
it's precursed gaming.
I guess
so-
WWE isn't traditional. I wouldn't consider that traditional.
Well, they got John
Anyway,
Cena. All right, it's got my vote.
Best sim or strategy game. Focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord. I've heard good things
Frostpunk is
about.
actually very, very good.
I was gonna say I've heard good things about Unicorn Overlord, and I have not heard about Frostpunk 2. I have heard about the original Frostpunk. I'll probably give it to that. I guess I don't know. It's a
I'll give it to
baseless vote.
Unicorn. Yeah,
I voted
Frostpunk
for
is
Unicorn.
fun. I don't know many of the other ones, so
Best family game: Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire.
Oh my goodness.
Mario Party, right?
yeah, I'd say Mario Party. I haven't
Yeah,
played any of the other ones,
appropriate
but
for family play. Astrobot, I
Family
guess,
play.
but single player.
Yeah.
Princess Peach, I guess, but single player.
But single player.
Echoes of Wisdom,
Zelda.
I
Zelda,
guess,
yeah,
but
Zelda.
single player. What are we doing? Yeah, I'm going for Mario Party. It's the family game category.
yeah.
Best fighting game: Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, Multiverses, and
It's
bad.
bad.
Tekken
It's
8.
bad.
That's definitely not it.
Dude,
Why
I
is
would give
look? I get he's like horny for multiverses, but like, why is this on here?
Because the
It
Game
has
Awards is a
official
shell
release.
for video game companies because everything's fake and bought.
True.
Um,
I've heard really good things about Sparking Zero.
I've
Uh,
also heard really good things about Sparking Zero, but I'm not a fighting
Look,
game person.
I won't
so-
be mad if anything wins except Multiverses. Then I'll be pissed.
I think
Agreed.
including a fighting collection arcade classics as a game of the year is crazy.
True.
Yeah.
That's a collection, but okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I want Dragon Ball or Tekken 8 because I want to. I like Namco to win.
I'll give
They-
mine to Dragon Ball.
They deserve a win.
Dude, if Multiversus wins, oh.
Throughout the whole fucking Game Awards, dude.
Best
Multiverse.
RPG: Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantasio.
DLC shouldn't be here.
But yeah, what was the
Uh,
Don't
official
worry,
I'm
it's
gonna-
on the
response?
game of the year.
I'm gonna say Shadow of the Erd Tree because
Wrong.
Shocker,
only
Kyle
one that
picks
I've
Shadow of the
played.
Erd Tree.
it's the only one that I've played, and it's also an absolutely amazing DLC. So
Elden Ring already
My-
had its sweep 2 years ago. It
My
shouldn't sweep because
issue-
it released DLC.
I'm
in
not saying it should
2024.
sweep. I'm saying that it deserves the DLC category, which it
So-
does.
Oh, but a Final Fantasy VII sweep this year, Alex
I
is
was
not
gonna
going to
say-
complain at
Oh,
all.
I'll be
But
so
like
excited.
Yeah.
a remake. Like I feel like there's the same argument.
My
now.
issue with the DLC being on there is that it's
I don't even
not
know where to start.
standalone. Like, it,
No, most DLCs aren't.
but most
No,
DLCs don't. Most DLCs
most
don't
DLC
face
campaigns
up
you can
against Game of the
launch from
Year.
No, but if there's a
That's
DLC
fun.
category,
This is best for
But
RPGs,
that's not.
though.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
expensive.
RPGs. There's no best DLC. Best DLC, sure, but like
There's best ongoing, and that's the closest. But I don't think Elden Ring's in that.
Well, I mean, the Game Awards. You posted it, Alex. You posted. They said they would put DLC in stuff
I
if they
know
deem
2
it
days
worthy.
before.
Are you on the Game Awards board?
no.
I don't think so.
So
Now vote for Elden Ring or or I don't know.
No, I've already
we might
voted for
put you.
Final Fantasy.
I'm gonna call
vote
Jeff
for
and make
Elden
him
Ring or
delete
I'm
your
coming to your
Velvet.
house.
I'm gonna vote for Like a Dragon because I feel like
I
I
was
want
gonna
both of those games to lose because you guys I know are gonna be sticklers about those two games specifically. So I'm gonna vote against both of those games in every category.
I voted for.
So you're gonna vote for another game I've played. That's fine.
I voted for Like a Dragon as well.
Oh, I need to not vote then. Okay, got it. I'm kidding. I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote for Like a Dragon. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of these games, so.
Yeah, I have no say. I think Alex said there's like. Alex, is Like a Dragon the one with the softcore porn or no? Is that a
What?
different one?
Huh?
That's all
it's
of them.
It's
Yeah,
like
of course you like
That's
that, Coop.
that's most of
Yeah.
Alex's library, I think.
it's like 50
God.
gigabytes. No, like on the Steam version of Like a Dragon, it's like 50 gigabytes
That's
of softcore porn.
game. It's not. Ugh. I don't even know where to begin this conversation.
It's fun. Peak. It's got my vote.
at my vote.
Has
Best.
anybody except for me played Little Nightmares 2?
No.
Nope.
Little who?
Great.
Oh yeah.
Great.
no.
Let me just. I'm
that
just
on
gonna
here?
fucking be angry to myself now.
Best action and adventure game, combining
it's not
combat
on
with
there because-
traversal and puzzle solving.
It didn't come out this year, but that's what I'm currently playing while we've been talking, and
Oh.
I'm in literally the most fucking annoying ass part of this entire game. There's fucking puppets that come alive and like grab your ass, and they are
grass.
there's like
Yeah,
12 of them in a circle.
this is a
and you can
kid-friendly
only make
show.
them stop.
Who asked?
Yeah, we're talking
Right,
about game
right.
of the year.
So
Get your
walking
Little Nightmares
bridge.
stupid BS out of here. No one cares.
Okay,
That game
alright,
probably
buddy.
sucks anyway. And you're talking about that grabbing your ass, dude. What kind of game are you playing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would. Talking about grabbing your ass. Can I play a game where my ass gets grabbed? That sounds fun.
It is actually.
Hey,
quite
babe.
fun.
I've got this new game. Anyway, best action adventure: Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Echoes of Wisdom.
There's a new
think-
Prince of Persia out.
I'm just trying to decide. Yes.
I don't
It did
think
sell.
Astrobot or Silent Hill 2 count for this category, personally.
You
Not
don't
the-
really fight in Astro.
Yeah, like the point is
Like, when you have the gloves, I
I
guess
wouldn't
you
call
do.
those games action adventure games. Astrobot's a platformer. Silent Hill 2 is a
Astro-
horror game.
Astrobot is definitely a platformer.
Do you fight in Silent Hill 2 like you do in Resident Evil? Because that Resident Evil I'd put in there.
Yeah, you do. It's a little different. I mean, like it's a lot more constrained. You're not like mowing down a bunch of enemies or anything. They make it kind of difficult on purpose, but you do fight
Okay,
like
I see.
zombies,
So-
like undead, nasty things.
Here's my
It's
thought on
more
this, right?
horror-ish than Resident Evil.
Yeah.
People are going to not care about the category, and they're just going to vote for their favorite game. So it's going to be Astrobot versus Silent Hill versus Zelda. Because Star Wars Outlaws,
Was nobody's
don't-
favorite.
Yeah,
game.
I
funny
don't
enough,
remember-
Star Wars Outlaws is one of the games on here that actually counts. I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being good, but like
No,
And
it was incredibly
nobody
mediocre.
played Prince of Persia.
I don't even remember that one coming out. So like, but it's going to be Astro versus.
By
Silent
your
Hill versus
defined thing,
Zelda.
Grant, I'm gonna vote Zelda, but I think critics are gonna give it to Astrobot. Because
Yeah.
critics make up 90% of the vote.
I mean, I got nothing against Astrobot at all, but,
But like for this category specifically,
yeah, it's not an action
it should
adventure
not
game.
like it. Yeah, there is puzzle solving, but like,
It's adventure, but it's not
platformer.
really action.
It's a 3D platformer.
Yeah.
Would you
like,
call
it's
Mario
nothing-
action adventure? No,
Yes, it is adventure.
you're wrong.
that's where they reach their thing.
Best action game. Okay, so actually these categories mean nothing because there's action adventure, now there's just action. Okay. Best action game: Black Myth Wukong, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40K. Alex has played
Helldivers
Stellar
2.
Blade. You tell me that's not a porn
Yep.
game based on that photo. Look at that, bro. You can see 95% of her boobs.
Damn.
Best action game focused primarily on combat.
And I
I'm-
assume all of these are combat heavy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that Black Myth Wukong is probably gonna win this one.
Oh yeah.
They got to give it something. So maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's a Game of the Year contender too.
It is.
Yeah, no, I gotta give it to Helldivers here. I really like the and it's been a while since I played it, but like they really like focus on like the guns and like the grenades and everything else. It's pretty focused on combat at RE.
Yeah, I think this is a good lineup.
No, definitely.
I'll probably go Helldivers just because I saw more of that impact of like how many people were playing that game. But Black Myth Wukong,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, it's gonna sweep, I think. Maybe not game of the year, but definitely a lot of the categories it's in.
Best VR and AR game.
Barely in any.
Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2,
Never heard of the
Batman
first
Arkham Shadow,
I heard of this one coming out.
Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening.
I've heard of that one coming out, but I don't think. I think it had a console version.
Well, I got nothing to input on any of these games
got
here,
nothing.
so I'm gonna vote for Batman.
I was gonna say I know
Yeah.
Batman. I like Batman. You get my
Hell
vote.
Which one are we on right now?
We're on
VR
best
AR.
VR, so yeah.
VRAR. Okay.
Yeah. There's not a clear sweep like
I haven't played any
Half
of these, and
Life
I
Alex last year.
actually have a VR, so I don't.
Oh, last year.
I mean, I have a VR and I haven't even heard about any of these games.
Well, I had heard about Batman, and I had heard about the Asgard's Wrath, but I have not heard about most of these. So
All right. Best mobile game: AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket,
Ooh.
Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero.
I have to go with Pocket, bro. TCG Pocket is so good.
I'm voting Balatro every chance I get.
I'm gonna give it to Blanc.
I know you are.
I'll give it
I
a
don't
but
even really think
I'm-
Balatro is the best mobile game. I wouldn't consider it a mobile game. I know it's there.
That's
But I'm
kinda-
voting
that's
for
kinda what I'm
Balatro
saying,
every
like,
chance I
it's
get.
not really a mobile game, but
I'll give it to Blanc. I like Pocket. Don't get me wrong. I do, but also Balatro.
Best debut indie game: Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. Now this one's tough because I actually have played Pacific Drive, and that is a incredibly unique concept for a game.
What is it?
It is like basically the apocalypse happens, and you get stuck in like a mountainous forest with a car and like a shop. The setup is pretty weird, obviously, to get you into a scenario where this makes sense. But basically, it's a survival game where you have a car. Like imagine the classic like 70s, 80s station wagon kind of car. It's one of those, and you can put weapons on it, and like it takes damage from you driving around, and you have to repair that stuff, and like you can get stuck out in the woods and lose a bunch of stuff.
So it's a 3D version of the old mini clip game where you drove around a car in an apocalypse.
Kinda, but like you do missions to advance the story, and like you can do all sorts of crazy upgrades to the car. Like it's all tied around the car. There's a million features the car has, and there's a bunch of stuff you can collect and unlock. So it's a very interesting game. If I didn't have to vote for Balatro because I love Balatro very much, I would probably vote for Pacific Drive. Also, you got Animal Well. It's kind of upsetting I have yet to touch that game.
Okay, what is
Plucky
Plucky
game.
Squire? Because it's in several
I don't
games.
It
know, but
is a
apparently it's
game
pretty
that
good.
came out earlier this year. Its
Thank you,
biggest
Alex.
flaw,
It's a game
though,
that's
is
crazy.
hold on, I'm getting to it. Its biggest flaw, though, that it holds your hand for everything.
Oh,
I
Okay,
do
so does
remember hearing
Pokemon, and
that.
Pokemon is legendary, so I'm failing to see the problem.
And that's
Which
why
game?
I'm mad at Pokemon. I don't want Plucky Squire.
Oh,
Who
oh.
wants their hand held?
A lot of
Say
people
you don't love
apparently
Pokemon one more time.
Pokemon uh is the best selling game in Japan, or Scarlet and Violet is, and people say they don't like hand holding. So
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
The hell? Can we just
Pokemon
start?
does hand holding in like a way that isn't annoying, though. I feel
I played Sun and
You didn't
Moon.
play Sun
That's a
and Moon.
lie.
I did play Sun and Moon actually, and
did you
I
like?
don't like Sun and Moon.
Okay, I was gonna
But
Direct
say.
opinion.
but there are sorry, 8 other gens that still hold your hand a little bit and are way 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 way
I don't
better
know. I
than
gave
Sun
up
and
after
Moon.
Sun and Moon, bro.
True.
I guess
I'll be honest. I
my
was like,
thing
hand
is,
holding isn't a
Sun and
problem. It's when it's hand holding that goes on way too long.
yeah.
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 When it goes on
Agreed.
for half the game, it's an actual issue.
I guess the big thing is, I know that they can put in an option
Most
that
of the
takes
Pokemon
out the
games
hand
don't
holding
hand
because they
hold for
did
that long
that
though.
in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They were like, "Do you already know how to do this?" Yes. Okay, bye. Good luck.
Well, too
Well,
bad.
yeah, that's how most of the Pokemon games are, except for Sun and Moon, and I would say Scarlet Violet also is kind of handholdy. But like Gen 8 and then all the ones before Gen 7, great. Peak, in fact.
Fair.
Okay. Moving on.
Best independent.
Best indie game overall. So not just debut. Oh, that was so debut indie game is by a new independent studio.
Wait, did we already do independent game?
No, no.
No, we did best debut.
We
We
did
did indie game,
we
and
did
then there's
best
independent.
or no, best debut indie game is from an like a brand new indie studio. Like that game is their first
Yeah.
game they've made. Best indie
Yeah.
game is just overall the best indie developed game that year, regardless of
Okay,
if
I
their
got you.
status.
It's
I don't know any of
did
the
they
ones
make
on
a
this
new
list
game this
except for
year?
Balatro.
Animal Well,
Versus
Balatro, Lorelei, and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. Y'all already know.
Boatro, baby.
I would say I don't know a single one of these except for Balatro, so my decision is made for me.
Uh,
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes looks like a maze game. I don't know.
Best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
I'm voting Final
I-
Fantasy.
It's gonna be one of the
I'm
first two or Helldivers, because
I'm
fuck
going for
Fortnite and
I was
fuck No
gonna
Man's
say-
Sky.
I'm going for Helldivers because hearing all those everybody that was playing Helldivers at the beginning of the year freak out from the overlord, the in-game overlord, whatever, like he can control stuff and like everybody
Yeah,
working together,
fucking-
like that community and was
What's his name, like
crazy.
Carl or
Dude, it's
some shit
crazy.
like that?
Yeah,
It's not Carl. What is it?
Recognizing
But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Helldivers.
yeah, no. Fortnite is
Diva,
terrible.
get off of me, girl. Damn.
Like I arguably play way too much, but Fortnite's terrible about like
Oh.
patches and stuff. Like there's like so many issues that you just don't touch on, and like it's kind of basically ignore. So I like as big as Fortnite is, they do not deserve best community support.
yeah.
No Man's Sky, I've heard. I don't know. I haven't really played it, but I've heard they've done really well after like they went like crashed down at like what at launch, right? And like I think I've heard it's only
Yeah.
gone up from there.
It has gone up since they fixed a lot of the issues at launch, but me personally, I still feel like it's a pretty boring game. I don't want to say that it's boring. Like there's a lot of stuff that you can do, and there's like tons of ways that you can get like really cool ships, and you can, you know, get different materials from all over these different planets that you can explore and colonize and all that shit. And it's cool in that aspect, but it's just not my type of game, and I find it I can only really play for like an hour at a time, and then I feel like I have nothing that I can do that's gonna keep me entertained.
Hmm.
Um, So it could just be like a personal issue, but I don't really think that it's.
Best ongoing game.
But yeah, I'll have to give my vote to
It's basically the
Helldivers.
same.
Helldivers did really
Um,
well. I feel like around
honestly,
launch,
out of all of
and
these,
then oh,
Well,
Helldivers, I feel like
Destiny
uh,
2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2.
out of all these, Helldivers, Final Fantasy, and Diablo have the best chance of getting it. I mean, I know that everyone's gonna choose Fortnite anyway, but I
they don't really
I
evolve.
don't think
It's like the
I would
same
say I don't think
idea
that Fortnite and Destiny deserve to
for
be
the past
best ongoing
what
game.
7 years. It's like generally the same idea.
It
They don't
is.
do anything too crazy. I'd say
What do you mean? Every year they go, oh, how do we get people back? It's season one, baby.
that's true. Now
They
they're
do
bringing back
that for
now they're
sure.
bringing back OG forever, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna go over
I mean,
well
it might get people to come back and like
for a
stay
little
around for a
while.
while, yeah, but it's not gonna. Their
Forever?
numbers are still gonna
Yeah,
fall, yeah.
it's gonna fall off. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, their biggest player base is going to always be like younger kids because it's a free
Mhm.
game and it's very flashy and has cartoony graphics and it's very simple to
And
understand
has
what to do. So,
and especially as Disney, keeps investing to try to get back some of their money from
and that as well.
spending money on Epic,
That as well.
kind of because they had to. There's going to be these characters that
Or
they,
Disney characters that they recognize.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's really hard to say that, uh, you know, because I wanted to be like, they're going to see these characters that they grew up with, but like they're children. Like,
Yeah, they didn't really grow up with
they
them.
didn't really grow up. Like,
Games for
I'm a,
Impact.
well, wait, what are we doing for this one? Or
Whatever you
is it
want to
just
Uh,
vote for.
whatever you
whichever
want to
one you
do?
want,
it's
yeah.
yeah, Helldivers 2 is
Um,
what I
Alright,
did.
I was sitting to vote.
I think I'm gonna go Helldivers as well.
Yeah,
Um,
for only being out for a year, Helldivers has done like amazing, right? It
Amazingly,
came out
yeah.
this year, right?
It came out, I think, at the very start of this year.
Yeah,
yeah.
they've done amazing. They deserve it.
Games for Impact. Closer the
Uh,
Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera Zao.
I only
I
know
don't
one
know
of these.
anything about any of these except for Life is Strange, so
Yeah,
that's what I'm
same.
going with.
I guess I'll give it to Life is Strange.
I'm going
Easy
for a
Square Enix
Hellblade,
vote.
but for not many other reason than to spice it up. Hellblade I have heard of. Innovation and
Okay.
accessibility. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age the Veilguard, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Star Wars Outlaws.
We talked about this one last year. They
Uh,
need to list what they did
Yeah.
that makes them.
What
I
did
was
you
No,
gonna say
do?
literally.
I don't know what they did to make them more accessible. So
This
Uh,
is like voting for a policy during the election. It's like, okay, but like, what is this policy?
yeah,
Tell me what you're actually doing here.
I think I'm gonna actually vote for Black Ops 6 on this case.
Fair
Um,
enough.
yeah,
I
I'm
think
thinking
it
about
makes
that as
Xbox
sense
well.
didn't.
too.
Diablo 4 came out when Xbox had either recently acquired Blizzard or had yet to. Like it was in that mess. Um,
Honestly, I thought Diablo 4 came out last year.
I think
I
it
think
came
it
out
got
in
delayed.
like January or February of 24.
when
No, I
did
think
the?
yeah, that's possible.
I think
Is it like 23, but like right after the cutoff date of 23's game of the year, so it gets included in 24's?
I
We'll
don't
just look it up. It
know
is
any
Oh
of these voice
wow.
June
actors.
5th,
So
23. I
The
knew it
only
was
person
last
I know that
year.
I've seen in other stuff is the one that did Star Wars Outlaws, but
so
Oh,
I don't know
we're
any of
on
the
best
rest of these voice
performance.
actors.
so Call of Duty
Aerith.
hold
Call of
on.
Duty sorry. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 introduces brand new accessibility features including asymmetrical hearing compensation, improved high contrast
Cool.
mode, and updated accessibility settings options and menu, and much more.
I mean, really, my only my only voting
That's sick.
point is Xbox does the one thing Xbox seemingly does well all the time with is accessibility and options.
Well, accessibility.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
charge an arm and a leg for it, but
So
it is technically accessibility.
this goes out for a lot of things, except for what they did for Black Ops. You can change the color that the zombies are highlighted, and you can do custom colors and stuff too. That's cool. I'll give it to Black Ops for that.
I mean, it's either that or Diablo, both whichever one has an Xbox thing on it, because screw EA and Ubisoft otherwise.
True.
Yeah. No, that is the one thing I know Xbox does actually well.
Really well.
I know that their accessibility controller can be opened really easily up as well. Like it has special tabs that anybody can open.
I did not realize we weren't going on to the best performance yet.
We are now.
That's
Best
cool as well.
performance. So
It looks kind of dumb. Oh my bad.
Let's say the only person on best performance that I have seen on like in other games and shows is the chick that did the stuff for Star Wars Outlaws. I have not even heard of any of these other actors.
I can name who 4 of these people played. He played Aerith. She played Max. She played whoever the main character of Star Wars Outlaws. And he's the main character of Silent Hill 2.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Dang.
on his name though, but I don't know what the last girl played.
Also, Cooper, I'd like to point out that removing a spider's legs and doing nothing else
James.
does not
Making it a
make
floating
it better.
head. I think
Does
that makes
not
it
make it
scarier.
better.
I think that makes it scary. It's just a floating spider head, bro. I think
That's not an improvement.
I mean, yeah, arachnophobia modes are like a joke.
pretty much.
Um,
That's pretty
not
good.
An improvement.
I'm voting for the
What do you
Silent Hill
mean?
2 guy, but
I'll give it to. Sorry,
Voting
I'll
for
the last
Aerith.
one. I give it to Call of
You
Duty
know
on
what?
the last one because they did it. They definitely deserve it.
What do you mean? Satisfactory has the best arachnophobia mode.
is that the one that just? Oh,
That's good.
The
interesting.
floating cat head.
Wait, what has the best
Ooh.
arachnophobia mode?
Satisfactory.
Satisfactory has floating cat.
It deals with the
Right.
spider problem
I'll
completely.
give it. I'll give it to Aerith. Why not?
Best audio
Satisfactory,
design. Astrobot, Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Hellblade 2, Silent Hill 2.
So how does asymmetrical hearing work?
That's the only way it sounds like
Probably
it
when you hear better in one ear instead of the other ear.
Oh, custom audio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Best audio design.
Although
I haven't played any
the
of these
feature.
games.
Oh, let me. I can read this. Custom audio profile to adjust the intensity of selected frequencies for each ear to compensate for the differences in hearing sensitivity.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Dude, that's
if you
wow.
hear better in one ear than the other.
This is the kind of thing that should be on this sheet, I think.
Isn't that just mono audio?
A little bit.
Probably.
No, it's probably
Some
something more
audio.
complicated. I don't know.
No, because you can change it. It sounds like more like the 3D audio and PlayStation headphones, but you can control how loud each individual one is.
I guess.
Yeah. I'll give it to Black Ops, dude. Dude, they're going crazy on that game.
I'm
The
going
audio
to
design?
Best audio design.
Astrobot, baby.
Astrobot.
Best score and music. Astrobot, Final Fantasy 7, Metaphor with Fantasio, Silent Hill 2, Stellar Blade.
Only one game on this list wrote songs for everything in game.
It's Final Fantasy
And
7
that's
Rebirth.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, exactly.
Now, Astrobot
400 song soundtrack.
Astrobot sings a little song though. It goes like, I don't know.
Astrobot.
Yeah, dude.
They wrote that
Astrobot.
3 games ago, 2 games ago.
I'm giving it to Astrobot. Don't care.
Ah, that's crazy.
No,
Cooper disconnected.
That's
Wow.
crazy right there. That's what that is.
That's
I'll
wild.
vote for Final Fantasy VII for this
I'll-
because
I'll give it
Alex
to
can
Final
have
Fantasy
one.
because that is a good point. 160 songs, you said?
I said 400.
Oh, that's
So many
A
songs
lot
that
of
you literally won't even hear all of them.
Yes.
no, literally.
Best art
I mean,
direction.
400 songs and not a single one goes Astrobot.
Either
Oh.
Blacksmith or Shadow of the Earth for me.
Best art direction: Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Metaphor Fantasio, and Neva. I think I'm gonna give it to
I'm a
Black
dark
Myth Wukong.
fantasy. I
I'm gonna
would
go
say I'm a
Black Myth
dark
Wukong.
fantasy nut, so it's either Shadow of the Earth Tree or Black Myth Wukong for me, and you know which one I'm going with.
Yeah.
What does Metaphor look like?
Look at the
It's
photo.
I would say you can
It's
see it on
right
the photo,
there.
but you can also pull up the Steam page and look at some of it. It is some very pretty artwork, but I don't usually love the cartoony games as much as I like the realism.
That's fair. Oh wow.
Unless it's just an absolutely beautiful game,
hmm
like Abzu or Journey or one of them.
Yeah, I want to say
Flower.
I think Astrobot's really cool, but I don't know if I'd say like it's outstanding in like artistic design.
No, it's
fun.
very simple. Best narrative: Final Fantasy VII, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, Metaphor Fantasio, Hellblade 2, Silent Hill 2.
We're really
Uh,
scraping the bottom of the barrel looking
That-
for games.
Yeah, dude,
They're
this game
forever.
this Game Awards kind of sucks. For real.
Like,
yeah.
we're
A lot of
trying
give it-
so hard.
All of these are, well, not all of them, but like half of them are remade.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, Rebirth definitely is. And I
Silent
thought
Hill
Infinite Wealth is a
It's
a
a
remake,
brand
isn't it?
new
2. It's a
game.
brand new game.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It's the eighth
Refantasio is
main
though, isn't
log.
it?
It's a brand new
No.
game.
Poor Kyle.
Okay,
Man,
never mind then.
Strike it out, my man.
I thought those three were all remakes. That's my
Silent Hill
bad.
2's a remake though, right? Or no?
yeah, Silent Hill
Remaster?
2 is the remake. And Kyle went, Yakuza. No. Metaphor. No.
But Yakuza Like a Dragon is already a thing though.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
that
this
was
is
the
just
seventh
this
game.
is just another this is just another Like a Dragon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, I
this
thought
was
this
the
was the
sequel.
same. I thought this was the same Like a Dragon.
It continues the story.
I got it. I got
Yeah,
it.
I'll give it
Thank
to
you
like a
for saying it
dragon,
like 4 times.
'cause, like,
Hey, if you don't understand, Like a Dragon is from Yakuza,
Uh-huh.
You're
Uh-huh.
welcome.
and it's continuing the story of Like a Dragon. So
Okay.
they kept Like a Dragon
well-
from the first Like a Dragon and put in the second Like a
Okay.
Dragon within their subtitle.
Well, okay.
And
I
more like a
appreciate
dragon.
you saying that because I truly didn't know. So,
Okay, yeah, glad I could help there.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna go for Silent Hill 2, I think.
Look, respectfully, if I don't know if Final Fantasy really deserves it, or Silent Hill for that matter, because like they already told the story, if that makes sense.
That's also fair. That's why I'm kind of reluctant to give anything to the remakes because obviously you can change stuff and make it feel different when you play it, but it's also like the game already exists. So
See, the
Yeah.
Final
All
Fantasy
right,
games,
you
while they
convinced me.
say remake in the first one, they're more sequels to the original 7. Silent Hill
Okay.
2, yeah, I know it's just doing the same story.
okay, but I
Okay.
mean, even though it's changed some stuff, the core gameplay, the core
No.
narrative
no, the
is
core
still the
gameplay is
same.
Not.
Not the
the
gameplay, the
same.
narrative, the narrative is still the same. Like they're still telling the exact same story. Because if they didn't, then they wouldn't be able to call it Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or the Silent Hill 2 remake. Like they wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't the same story.
Y'all convinced me. I'm
So-
voting for Hellblade 2 because nobody else is going to.
Okay, I'll vote for it with you. I'll
Uh,
go with you.
Yeah,
I
we
voted
can
for
we
Like
can
a
give it like
Dragon.
3 votes out of 30 million people. I think there's no one's gonna
Yeah.
vote for that game.
I voted for Like a Dragon because it takes a lot of storytelling to talk about softcore porn girls.
They don't talk about softcore porn girls. They talk
Wait,
about
you
Kiryu's
convinced me.
cancer and how he's
Period.
sad.
Period.
You convinced me, Cooper. Porn girls. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Dude,
I'm surprised Alex didn't go with you.
yeah, Alex is
Wait,
has to be in disbelief right now. Drew was
That
like,
sounds
"Yeah, we'll vote
good.
for Hellblade 2 because that game objectively sucks." And Cooper's like, "I'll vote for the one that I know you like, but I think is just full of porn."
I don't know.
Alex is absolutely floored right now.
Dude, hear me out. I can't wait for Alex to get a real job so he can have a proper laptop with a camera so we can see his reactions in real time.
So then he
Yeah,
so he can then
yes.
punch it and break it.
Yeah,
You saw my reaction once.
All right, let's wrap this up. Best game direction: Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantasia.
Balatro.
Balatro, baby,
Okay.
let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Although
sir.
it sucks because I do really, really love Astrobot.
Astrobot's good.
I'll
Yeah,
give Astro a vote. I Kyle, I need you since you're the only one that's going to care. What is Elden Ring DLC doing as best game direction that was not already in the game? Why does it deserve to be on this?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it deserves to be on this one. That's why I gave it to Wukong. But I do love Elden Ring, and they literally just gave us more of the same. But they don't really change the direction because it's literally dark fantasy, and then they're like, okay, here's darker fantasy.
it's the
So
same. It's the same thing as like the last category where it's like,
they
well, we're
made
not
it.
going to give best narrative to a remake, so we're not going to give game direction to the
Yeah,
same game.
that's kind of like for Shadow of the Erd Tree, they took an already sad world and then they made it somehow like even creepier and even more sad and even more dark, which for
I say
me,
that every
it's
birthday.
great. I was that's crazy. For me, that's great. I love the game anyway, but it doesn't really change the direction. It just gives it more of the same direction, in my opinion.
Is it literally the same exact game set as for Game of the Year as for game direction? Astrobot, Balatro, Wukong, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Rebirth, Metaphor.
Okay, then
If
what's
it's
the
got
damn
best
point?
game direction, it's gonna show up in Game of the Year. If one of them didn't overlap, it's like, well,
Well, that means it can't be the best game direction because it's not one of the best games. You know.
True.
What?
Game of the year, Balatro. Yes, sir.
I can't believe I'm genuinely voting for the indie game as my game of the year. If I don't think I've ever done that before.
No.
I
I can't
always
believe Cooper's voting for it and he's never even played it.
Cooper's memeing, dude.
Cooper's
Oh, yeah.
I
trolling.
can tell.
hey, I'll take it. It's base
I mean,
trolling. You
look,
know what? It's based
I-
and it's red
Dude,
pilled, so it's not trolling.
Exactly. In my
Look,
defense,
I
I
haven't
haven't
put-
played any
in
of
my-
these games.
in my
dude.
thank you, Cameron. In my defense, I haven't played a single one of these games.
Yeah, dude, he Googled Black Ops 6's accessibility settings for 18 seconds and then was like, dude, they're killing it right now.
I mean, look, I'm voting for Balatro too, but at least I can say I played the damn game. And not just played it, but at least finished like 2 or 3 runs.
Man, I get to be pissed off by y'all now, and then I get to be pissed off in 2 weeks when Jeff Keighley's friends give it to Elden Ring DLC.
I wouldn't be surprised if it. I mean, my actual bet is that it's going to be Final
Black
Fantasy
Myth.
or Black Myth. Yeah. Astrobot, I wouldn't be upset about. I just don't think it's going to happen. But maybe it does. If Astrobot is like I consider that like a sleeper one, not as much as Balatro. I highly doubt Balatro is going to win.
Balatro is the underdog.
I think the real underdog is Metaphor
Well, yeah,
Fantasia.
because you have to scroll
There's a
down to it, so it's not gonna get
JRPG
votes.
that is well, yeah, but
You don't
90%
have to scroll down
comes
to
from
it. You
critics.
just must have a tiny screen. It's all on one row to me. 6 going across.
I have a standard size laptop screen.
It's very average. Thank you very much. It's an average laptop screen.
I guess I'm just used to big screen energy, so
Next year, I'll put it on my TV.
There you go. Yeah, I think Metaphor is also extremely unlikely.
You've got 2 JRPGs on the list, and one is Final Fantasy.
Not just Final Fantasy either, but you know, a remake or the continued remake of the most popular Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is really
I need
like
my other Elden Ring fans to help me out.
the only
'Cause
one I
No,
can't
No.
make an
I'm
argument
not voting
for
for it, but I
is
need it to be
Metaphor,
voted for.
because like Astrobot, best platformer on a Sony console in 3 generations. Balatro, most unique roguelike, uh, I'd say in probably 5 years. Black Myth Wukong exploded. Top broke
Yeah.
like so many Steam records. Shadow of the Erdtree is DLC for a game that won basically every award at Game of the Year a year or two ago. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is what we already said.
Yeah,
It's a
2022.
partial remake of one of the most popular game franchises that has ever existed. So,
And then there's Metaphor,
and then
which
there's
And then
none of
Metaphor,
us
which
really
Metaphor
know.
is
is
that's what I'm
Which none of
saying.
us
Made
Like
really
by
know
that's the only
anything
one I
about.
can come up with something for everything except Metaphor.
Metaphor is made by Atlas's all-star team,
I mean, I will say
but it's
I
a
looked at the
JRPG
Steam
in the
page
year
earlier
that
because I was curious what the hell it was, and it
I
does
own
look
it.
really cool. Okay, well, tell us something about it if you own it.
Yeah, that's the problem. I haven't played it, but
Okay, okay. You know what? Just
okay.
You know what? Quit. Actually,
literally.
I do know a lot about it because I watched a lot of their pre-interview stuff. You're in a competition to become the king of the nation, but it's more like that's the main story campaign. But it's a JRPG where you help people out and do like the specific. The main story is do the specific quest for that part of the election.
hmm.
Isn't it basically Persona, but
It's
like
made by the Persona team. I just said it was made by their
On
top
a
tier devs, and that's who's made it.
on a partially related, partially unrelated note, a 2024 release came out today that was actually pretty hype. Was Microsoft the new like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 currently charting overwhelmingly negative with
that's
2,299
crazy.
reviews. It came out today, and it already
Wait,
has
there's another new
like
flight
about two and
simulator?
a half
Yeah,
two and a half
the Flight
thousand negative
Simulator
reviews.
2024 came out today, and
Oh.
they're like, we
People
put
are not
40
enjoying it.
4,000 times the detail of the last flight.
Yeah, like several of these people are like have 6 and 7 hours in the game and just not like and it came out like this dude here 9.6 hours on a game that came out today and he's does not recommend it. He says not allowing pre-install was a terrible idea, forcing every user to try to download it at the same time without staggering the launch is pretty dire. This means most will pass the 2-hour refund limit before ever even seeing the main menu.
That's crazy. I hate that.
Yeah. It's like I think they're charging like $70 for the game, and
Yeah, they
it's
are. Unless
like
you want that
absolutely
Aviator edition, which is
atrocious.
$200.
Yeah, that's
What?
ridiculous.
It doesn't even say what's in the Aviator edition. I don't know. That's
It does not.
No.
Well, you might be able to scroll down, but I don't think. No, even when you scroll down, you still can't see. But yeah, people are not happy about this game.
I wouldn't be either.
But I saw it earlier today on Steam, and it only said negative, and it was like 300 reviews, and that was probably around 5 p.m. So we're going 5 hours after, and there's a good 2,000 extra reviews, and it's tanked even further.
Oh, you gonna upload your vote card?
Oh hell yeah! Let me go get that.
All right. Well, I think that is going to wrap it up for us here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed
Oh
the
crap!
show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcast, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at All Night Gamers with a K. What is your game of the year? What are your nominees? Send us your vote cards. We'd love to see them. And do you own an Xbox? And by that, I mean, do you own any electronics? Let us know. Send us photos of your Xbox. And we'll be back next week, as always, for more gaming news, talk, and discussion. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
y'all.
I
Upload a file.